Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another video brought to you by SeniorCatWellness.com. Today, we'll be discussing a topic almost as old as cats and time itself. Is it okay to let an indoor cat outside? What are the pros? What are the cons? Do cats really care about going outside? Do they even need to go outside? Or is it just a human thing? Does it matter much more to us than it does to them? Those are the questions that we'll answer today. And before we do just that, let's take a look at our topic overview. Cats should be introduced to the outdoors gradually. Consider walking your cat on a leash until it builds enough confidence. This will help your cat take the surroundings and risk of the outdoor world. Keep increasing this accompanied time outside until your cat is ready to go outdoors alone. So, if you do decide to let your indoor cat roam in the great outdoors for a while, it's best to move things at a gradual pace. You certainly do not want to take your 5 or 6 or 7-year-old house cat and simply open the back door and say, hey, have at it. It's all about structure, and it's certainly all about safety. Before we get down to business discussing this very important topic, a quick shout out to you, the viewer. We thank you so much for watching. You could be anywhere right now, yet you are right here with us. We are indeed grateful for all of your love and support. You desire this type of information, and we are more than happy to be of service to you. So, thanks as always. Thanks for your support. Now, let's get started. Should they or shouldn't they? That is the question. And if you'd like a quick and easy answer, the answer is yes. Cats should be kept indoors. If you are strictly talking about health, safety, the increased potential of a long life, and more overall enjoyment, and probably less stress for you as an owner, then yes, cats should be kept indoors. And I have a funny feeling that most folks would tell you the same. Having said that, where's the line? Yeah, where is that line? Can some level of an outdoor life be managed safely? Are you depriving your cat of its natural ways by keeping it inside? Those questions you'll have to answer for yourself. It's all about how confident you feel, not only in your ownership, but also in your cat. There are great risks that come with placing your cat outside on a routine basis. However, it's also common for some owners, as we essentially just hinted as much. Some owners, they feel they could be depriving their cat of their true calling, their true natural life, a life best lived outside. See? You see, this is why this topic is as old as the first cat and probably as old as the first home. You could fill up a dry erase board with several pros and several cons. We'll simply leave you with this. Does your cat really want to go outside, or do you feel they'd be better off outside? Your view of life in your backyard is probably very different than your cat's view. Consider that. From personal experience, and it certainly took a few years, time revealed to me that my idea of fun and freedom in the sun was not the way my cats viewed that experience. I realized that the negatives were far outweighing the positives. Here again, this is why a lot of thought must go into this decision. What is your outside setting like? Where do you live? What's the area like as a whole? How many cats do you have? How old are your cats? This is why you must consider everything. This subtopic sort of deals with pressure. Are you curious and considering the possibility of letting your cat go outside because you sense they want to go outside? Are you more or less pondering the idea of caving to what they want? Generally speaking, there are four key reasons why an outdoor cat would want to test the waters of the great outdoors. First up, curiosity, which sort of speaks for itself. Next, seeking territory. This is due to the natural feline instinct to stake claim. For some cats, rubbing against the sofa and claiming it as their own is simply not enough. They need more. Cats are simply hardwired to seek and conquer. And another hardwired quality is hunting. Felines are born hunters, and life in the outdoors can allow them to fulfill their natural instincts in this regard. If you've noticed that your cat is chirping at birds from a window view, that hunting instinct is kicking in for sure. And the final core reason is hormones. If your feline is an unspayed female, she could be looking for a mate. As we noted earlier, this is a personal decision. Weigh the risk, weigh the rewards. Do as much safeguarding and teaching as possible, and then make your final call. We encourage you to implement leash training for a while so that your cat can become familiar with all visuals and all known scents in the area. Once your cat has a full idea of what to expect, then you can release your cat. It's important in the first several days or even several weeks to stay outside with your pet just to monitor overall behavior and any early trends. And by trends, we mean any hotspots. Some cats choose to stay in certain areas more than others, especially if we're talking about a backyard environment. If you decide that you're going to allow your cat to roam your property on a regular basis, it's critical that you beef up your cat's protection against fleas, ticks, and other parasites. We also recommend that your cat is microchipped. This certainly isn't mandatory, but it will aid in the recovery of your cat should your pet ever get lost. Consider adding a belled collar to your feline. This will allow prey to potentially avoid your cat, but also allow your cat to potentially avoid harmful prey as mice and rats are riddled with disease and bacteria. Our final tip, make a schedule. Do not allow your cat to come and go as it pleases. This can put your cat at greater risk for a negative outcome, and it can also increase your stress level and put a real cramp on your personal time. You do not want to spend the prime time hours each and every night waiting for your cat to come home. That is certainly no way to live. And on that note, that will conclude things for the video portion of today's material, but there is still so much more to cover. There's a lot. In truth, if we covered it all, this video would be about 25 minutes long. That's why we do encourage you to visit us at seniorcatwellness.com at the conclusion of today's presentation. If this topic is one of serious importance to you, perhaps even critical importance to you, if you are truly in the midst of attempting to make a decision on whether or not to allow your house cat to roam outdoors, Senior Cat Wellness has you covered. There you will find a full-length article that is simply jam-packed with everything that you need to know. We sincerely hope that you find it helpful, and we do wish you all the best in your decision. We know it's not easy. Are you currently watching us off-site? If so, we invite you to click the initial link in the description box below. Said link will take you to this very important article. And until our paths cross again, and I certainly hope they do, we'd like to thank you once again for joining us today. Please have a wonderful day. All the best to you and yours, and we will talk to you later.